Hey y'all, General Jerry here. Wanted to talk a little bit about the news that's happened this week. There's been quite a lot of news in regards to WWE and AEW, and I want to address a few things first going forward. Also I'm going to give an update on the channel towards the end of the video. If anyone really gives a shit, it's to do with the rant series, by the way, so there's some good news in regards to that. But first and foremost, I want to, first of all, talk about this Dean Ambrose situation. Now, Dean Ambrose was on the Talk Is Jericho. Trying to actually find the clip of this is kind of hard because see when you type in Dean Ambrose shoots on WWE or Dean Ambrose shoots Talk Is Jericho or Dean Ambrose Talk Is Jericho, whenever you flick through it, it looks like it's the actual audio of it, and then you click on it, and then it's just some idiot going, "Hey guys, I had to talk about Dean Ambrose, and he's mad, yo. Hey, crazy, yo." So, yeah, not really a big fan of that. That's hence the reason why I haven't used a thumbnail in this video. Dean Ambrose addressed a few things. He was talking about pretty much the creativity in regards to WWE in this situation. Now, what the interesting thing is with this podcast is that now we know exactly what is going on in regards to WWE. A lot of the blame is towards Vince McMahon, which doesn't surprise us all. Vince, it looks like, is even more out of touch than maybe what we thought. Some of his suggestions, for example, Dean Ambrose as Bane is just, that was just, they did kill off the Dean Ambrose character a lot. They had, like, Dean Ambrose, like, dressing up and stuff and going, hey, I'm crazy. Like, it was not like, I'm crazy. It was more, and they've just ruined it. Like the infamous Smart Busters video where they go, Dean Ambrose was cool until he started squirting mustard. Like that was Vince McMahon's idea. There's a lot of things to really talk about in regards to this. So Dean was kind of addressing that Vince is completely out of touch and a lot of people behind the scenes aren't happy. A lot of people are asking me, like, some people were writing to me, you know, in the private DMs, like, is this true about, like, is there actually animosity there? And I talked about it briefly on the Sasha Banks Bayley situation. But yes, it's true. A lot of stars are actually not very happy. In fact, some of them have reached out to Chris Jericho saying, yeah, I agree. It's actually terrible here. So WWE need to do something where either, I think they're going to have to maybe slack off Vince McMahon's power. That's no easy task. They're going to have to slack him off. And it's just like, for example, there was a recent video where Stephanie McMahon, the infamous Stephanie McMahon promo, where she was talking about Brock Lesnar, and she went, I can't believe that Brock Lesnar would just choose what champion he wants to pick, and he chooses not to cash in. Like, does this twat not know what the Money in the Bank was? Like, WWE forget what the Money in the Bank is. And I'll be honest, I think Money in the Bank pay-per-view needs to be scrapped. I think it just needs to go to WrestleMania now. Have it on WrestleMania, on the WrestleMania night, and that's it. I think scrap the whole Money in the Bank pay-per-view, because it's just trash now. It just really is. Brock's the Money in the Bank champion. Some people are like apparently happy with that. I'm not particularly. The boombox thing is like funny for like 1 minute. It's kind of like Seth Rollins looked like he was dying inside, to be honest. It's not the time I'm going to agree with any of the indie darlings in WWE, but to be honest, Brock does look like a bit of a twat just doing that there. Like, it was funny for like one episode, and now they're just like, it's not that funny, to be honest. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, so fans, some of wrestling fans have been acting like twats recently. I've been looking at forums and everyone won't shut up about AEW, right? I've said this once and I'll say it again. Did AEW have a good show? Absolutely. But some of the fans now are turning away from fans because they're just saying, AEW, WWE in trouble, WWE in trouble. Like, WWE is aware of the situation. They should try harder. I doubt they will, but they should try harder. But the fact that some people are saying that WWE's in, like, some form of danger is just ridiculous. Like, WWE have decades and decades of experience. The AEW's only put out one show. Chill your jets. Give it about a year. Not even a year. Give it 5 years, and then we can maybe talk about it. But, like, they need to build... AEW need to build their brand up, because there's no one in that roster, really, that... There's no real star power in that roster yet. So just cool your jets a little bit. Chill out. I'm seeing, like, literally, it was annoying me. I actually had to turn off Facebook, actually, for the last few days. Because it's just people that are talking about New Japan and fucking AEW's the best. And just constantly talking about it. Like, the thing I posted was about Call of Duty. Which, by the way, check out the trailer. It's actually really good. Old Pricey's back. Get out of Pricey's back. See, I'd rather talk about that than wrestling. But, like, people are just like, right, yeah, AEW was a great show. Don't get me wrong. It was an excellent show. It was fantastic. But some of you just, like, shut up about it. Just shut up. Please, just, oh, God, just shut up about it. You just need to stop. Like, I get, like, there's other things in this world to talk about. I know this is a wrestling channel, but I don't talk about wrestling every goddamn day. Like, some of you just post constant wrestling on your newsfeed. It's just horrendous to see. It's just like, talk about something else. Like, the only two things I see on my newsfeed now is United States politics and wrestling. It's just shit. It's just crap on my newsfeed. And I've had to actually turn off the Facebook for a while because it's kind of annoying. But yeah, like, there's also talk, apparently, and this is another thing I want to say as well. People are mad that apparently AEW is banning, WWE is banning AEW t-shirts and stuff. And my whole take on it is, I kind of agree with WWE on this. Because, and I don't know why no one's pointed this out. Let's just say you're in the Coca-Cola factory, and then you start running about with a Pepsi t-shirt. Like, why? Why would you do that? Like, I understand it's a wrestling shirt and you paid for it, but you're walking into a scenario where you know you're going to get removed, and you know that this is going to happen. WWE have a history of it. So these people that are making up a fuss saying, I had an AEW sign and they took it down. You know that they knew this was going to happen. If you paid, like, so much money walking into a WWE show just to wave an AEW sign, like, what did you expect? What do you expect? Like, it's just ridiculous. It's just like, oh my God, like, they removed the competition's merchandise. Like, of course they're gonna do that. They're in war right now. They're in war with AEW. They're at war. They're not gonna allow any type of casual fan to find out what AEW is, even a scrap of it. Because WWE shouldn't have mentioned AEW, to be honest, because they did that with WCW, and then that didn't work, and then WCW overtook Raw, and then WCW wouldn't shut up about Raw, like how terrible it was in the infamous Mick Foley match, and then WWE just took over again. It's just like, does people just forget about history? So these people that walk into these shows with AEW merchandise and these signs going, hey AEW, hey, why am I being removed? No, why? I paid, why am I being removed? Like, of course you're going to be removed. You have to expect to be removed. Okay? I understand that there's certain signs that you can't put up, okay? And do I think what WWE's doing is a bit petty? Absolutely. But if you're a fan running around with this merchandise and then you're, oh, I'm in shock, I got removed. Like, you knew that this was going to happen. You know that this was going to happen. So don't act all innocent and all entitled just because you got removed from a WWE. First of all, why are you in a WWE event if all you're going to do is shout AEW? Like, and I understand that there's some fans that are like, they just wear the t-shirt or whatever. Like, it's just like, I mean, it's like going into a Manchester United game and then all the United fans are there and I'm sitting there with a Liverpool top. going like this. Oh, by the way, Liverpool champions of Europe. Yeah. Yes. Fuck United. Yes. I'm only joking. I would like to say also, shout out to Tottenham. Listen, it's very unfortunate you've lost. And I feel quite bad for you. You know what I mean? I'm glad that it was, I'm just happy we won, to be honest. I'm happy Liverpool won. 6 times, baby. 6 times. Anyway, this video's all over the place. But, yeah, Liverpool's the best. But, but yeah, honestly, I just, some people are just blowing everything out of proportion. There's more people talking about wrestling now, which I think's a good thing. It's a good thing. You know what I mean? It's a good thing that people are talking about wrestling again and they're hyped up about it. I just think that some people are going a wee bit overboard. Like, with any type of, like, wrestling news, like, any little scrap of news, they blow it out of proportion. And stuff like that. And I do support AEW. I'm like, my position is right now is that I like AEW and I actually not a fan of WWE anymore, but they are obviously, WWE is entertainment and AEW is wrestling. Like, they're two very different companies. And I think people trying to almost compare them, like, is just utterly ridiculous. I do think that they should borrow from each other, like, good aspects from each other to make this industry a lot better. I think that that's a good thing. But I think that this whole, like when you look at, like, a news source that posts anything, you have AEW gonna win. Like, it's just really cringy. Like, these people just watched one show and just went, oh, WWE in trouble. Oh, they're in trouble. Like, shut up. Like, just shut up. Not even that I'm, like, hating on AEW, because I'm not. I just don't like some of the fans. Some of the fans are legit doing my fucking head in. And they're the ones that are going to turn people away. AEW fans are actually their own worst enemy. They are going to not shut up about AEW and they're going to make people turn away. That's what happened with TNA. TNA actually was enjoying it at the start, and then the TNA militant fans just fucking ruined the entire thing. Like, do you remember these YouTubers that were TNA militants? And then they were like, TNA the best, WWE sucks, and look what happened there. So some of the AEW fans just need to chill out. Like, it was a great show. It was one show. Okay? So, yeah. Anywho, that's all I gotta say. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Now for the channel update, my dearies. Now for a channel update. The Sean's U Entertainment Rant Series first draft is officially made. I have edited majority of the video. I'm just working on the ending and some of the sound, and that's it. I'm also making sure that the volume is cracked up for this one, because I don't want the volume to be incredibly low. But yeah, I have worked for about 2 weeks on this now. Anyone expecting me to talk about his personal life is going to be disappointed. Also, that girl that's with Sean, I'm not going to mention her. There's just no point. I know I would look like a hypocrite if I start mentioning her, and then she's like right in the comments mentioning people out of the blue. So she's not going to be mentioned in the Run series, because I thought about it. I'm like, nah, you know what? This isn't even worth it. Like, she doesn't know what Zach God love her, so that's the reason why I haven't really mentioned her, and she won't be mentioned in the Run series. So when is the date of this Run series coming out? Okay, so by the looks of it, I've got a bit busy schedule this week. Believe it or not, I actually do have a fucking life. More than likely, it is going to be on the 15th of June. So that is not this weekend, but next. So the 15th of June is looking like what's going to happen. A trailer will be out before that, so I will be working on a trailer to hype everyone up. And I will inform you of what time it comes out. I'm going to put it at a time where both Americans and UK and anyone across the world can essentially watch it. More than likely, it's going to be at 9 or 10 o'clock UK and Ireland time. And then that essentially will allow them from people from America to come back from work and then essentially watch this. Or there's a few people in school that probably want to watch this, or college or whatever, and then they're in there till 5 o'clock. So that'll give you guys enough time to actually watch it in the premiere, because I fucking love the premieres. This is going to probably be the biggest premiere ever. On a disclaimer, okay, so the Rant series itself will not be monetized, because I don't want to make any money off of this twat either. There is some copyright music, so if you do see any advertisements, it's not from me. I'll even screenshot it as proof in regards to that. It's probably going to be from like a third party that's going to claim it, or it's probably going to be taken down. We'll see what happens. Either way, I'm ready for it. That's what it is. So I'm going to not make any money off of this video, and I'm not going to monetize it. But if you see adverts on it, just bear in mind, it's probably from like a third party site or whatever. Because honestly, I've got money. I don't need to piggyback off of Sean just to get some money off him. And I want to make a statement. Everyone's like, oh, just monetize it, you'll get loads of money off it. Not really. There's a few things that I've mentioned in the video which I don't want to even necessarily want monetized. And also, I don't want to look like I'm profiting off of Sean's entertainment either. Just another slap in the face to him. So, yeah, that's your little update, my dearies. Thank you so much for watching. My dearies? What the fuck? I'm like fucking 1940s. Thank you so much for watching. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.